Howdy world, this is Choice Specs, coach of the Orlando Magikarps, bringing you UBL Season 3, Week 1 with our battle against Rewt in the NJ Brobats. Me and Rewt have fought once before in the PGL, I think it was? NU Cup? I don't remember. We fought once before. I was looking forward to fighting him again. Rewt is an amazing battler, and I was super scared. Unfortunately, this is... blanking on the word. It's not live commentary, it's post-com, and that is because of my computer issues, my microphone. I'm still dealing with that, still having to use the headphone mic. Hopefully by week 3 I'll have that figured out, but my first two battles are unfortunately going to be post-com. Starting week 3, they will be live com, hear what I'm thinking, hear what I'm screwing up on live as it happens. I will say, unfortunately, this battle came at a bad time. We couldn't figure out a great time to battle and get together, and I just went with what was available for him right then and there. And unfortunately, I was the on-call manager at my job at the time, or the on-call after on-call, whatever. And unfortunately, I got a call mid-fight that I could not stop, I couldn't be like, hey, pause, because, there's timers and everything, and I would have to recreate the battle. So I will say, unfortunately, about, I don't know, maybe a couple turns into this, I got on a really, really long call and was still on it when the battle ended. So I wasn't able to do calcs or anything, so I played not as well as I should have. He led Raikou, I led Lucas here, seeing if I can get my webs up. I figure he's just going to Volt Switch, and he does. So I stay in, and I believe I just go for my webs here. Also, like I said, I wasn't paying too much attention right at first, so I don't know what, I don't kind of forget what I got here. I go for the sticky web. Get my webs up. I think he only has one defogger in the back. I go ahead and swap out. I don't want to sack off Lucas just yet. I bring an Espeon just in case he's going for Magic Bounce. He does just hit me with the Power Gem. And that hurts quite a bit. And then I found out he's scarfed because Espeon dies. I do make a note of that he is scarfed, which I probably should have expected, but obviously I should have been faster, but he's scarfed. So I bring in Tapu Bulu here. I know he's locked into Power Gem. Nothing he can do to me here. He's forced to swap. And something's going to take a big ol' hammer to the face here. Oh, no, I just went for Horn Leech. I wasn't sure what was going to come in. But, okay, see, that's already a bad play. I should have went for Wood Hammer. Even though it resisted, it would still have done more. But, get Grassy Terrain up. Also, first time using Bulu, Grassy Terrain was not thinking too straight here. So, I can't really touch this. I do have close combat in the back, but calcing it didn't seem like it was going to do much. And this is about when I got the call. Dragonite comes in, and unfortunately goes for Toxic and lands it. So already breaking my multi-scale, which wasn't a big deal up against this thing. And I just realized too, as soon as I brought him in, I'm like, why did I bring in Dragonite? I should not have brought in Dragonite. But unfortunately, I'm sitting here working, taking this call. I'm not trying to make excuses, I played very poorly because I wasn't calcing, wasn't thinking, I was dealing with an escalation in my ear. So fortunately, I'm just like, okay, I'm toxic. I don't think this thing can really damage me too much, so I'm going to go for Dragon Dance. See what he's going to do. Then he shows a Seismic Toss, and I'm like, oh my god. Seismic Toss with Toxic. Alright, Elliot's not going to do anything this battle. So I go for just the Earthquake, realizing that Grassy Terrain's up. This isn't going to do anything at +1. And sure enough, it does nothing. About 25% or so. And basically just sacking off Dragonite, unfortunately. Next week, I promise I'll do better. Once again, sorry, Rewt, for the not as great battle. I'm sure, you're fine just destroying me, but... So anyways, I just fire off the Earthquake. I actually thought he might swap here. I almost went for Dragon Claw, thinking he might swap, thinking I was going to go for the Earthquake, just so he could bring in something with Levitate or a Flying type. But he stays in and gets his rocks up, which I'm not too concerned about, just because Dragonite's dead. And Dragonite's the main one I have that cares about rocks. So Dragonite dies, 2 toxic damage here. Goes down. Sorry, Elliot, I let you down. Grassy terrain is gone. I go ahead and bring back in Lucas here. Once I calced, I started trying to calc. I was like, I'm pretty sure a Thunder could kill this thing. He brings in Senga and does drop his speed. And I go for the Thunder. Do land thanks to Compound Eyes. And once again only does 20, 25-ish. I just go for a Bug Buzz because it does more damage. And I knew I was going to outspeed because of webs. It did a good amount. And he just goes ahead and Volt Switches out, taking out Lucas. So I do get switch initiative here. I don't know if he thought I was going to try to preserve it again. But he goes ahead and gets out of here. And sends in Dwayne, the Necrozma. Gets caught in the webs. And I go ahead and send in Tapu Bulu here. Take some rock damage. Grassy terrain is back up. And I was pretty much thinking, this thing can't do all that much to me. He can try to set up, but he's not going to be able to take Wood Hammers very well. If he tries that, and that does massive damage there. But unfortunately, I'm rocking the Life Orb as well. And he hits me with the Photon Geyser. So Tapu Bulu goes down. Might have been able to survive that if I would have went for Horn Leech or something else, but I'm not entirely sure. Once again, wasn't calcing. So he's got leftovers and grassy terrain, restoring a little bit back up. I bring in Melodic, as this thing is a tank. He does withdraw, and brings in Robert. Shield's coming back in here. I just go for the Scald. Want to get some damage off if he tried to stay in anyways. Potentially kill. Grassy terrain's restoring me. Same with him. And leftovers as well. And my burn goes off. So he can't toxic me, which is great. So I just go ahead and hit him with Scald, trying to get my own burn. Do not get it. Hits me with the Seismic Toss. And I do have Recover and whatnot on here, and I have Ice Beam for Noivern in the back. But pretty much it's turning into a bit of a stall here, as I can't do all that much damage, especially with leftovers and grassy terrain. So I just do, he does withdraw, and I do fire off another Scald here. I even thought about going for Ice Beam because I thought about Noivern coming in here, but I should have. I should just listen to my gut and not listen to the person in my phone at work. So I fire off Scald. Doesn't do anything here. He goes for the Defog. I want to say I go for Recover here, because I wasn't sure what this thing wanted to do. I do Recover, but I should have just went for Ice Beam. I don't know what item he was rocking, but could have potentially got a kill. I doubt it. But would have done severe damage anyways. I have no investment. I'm purely HP defense, special defense. In comes Nihilego again. I want to do fire off the Ice Beam now. Taking the burn damage. This thing is scarfed, but it doesn't matter. I'm slower than it anyways. It does fire off the Thunderbolt. We take it okay. I fire off a Scald. It takes it okay. We're doing about equal damage here, but I'm burned. Does go for the Thunderbolt. We survive just barely. Nice go for the Scald. Hoping we can get a higher roll. We don't. but we do get the burn, which means it dies from burn damage. So Nihilego goes down to Melodic, and Melodic goes down to itself, thanks to the burn. So now we're down to his Mega versus my Mega, unfortunately. Get Intimidated off, doesn't matter, this thing's special. And I'm thinking all I can do really is I can go for 2, if I can get 2 Iron Head flinches, I could potentially make a little bit of a comeback with Sucker Punch here. I know that's super hacksy, but it's like, you know, that's about my only thing I can really do here, as it resists my 2 main attacks, and obviously Iron Head still does a good bit. But I do get the flinch. It's like, oh man, if I can get another one of those, I could win this. Not win this, but at least, you know, get some more kills. Does massive damage there, even though it's not very effective, and we don't get the flinch. And unfortunately, we get hit with a flamethrower, which that's just going to straight murder us, and we go down. And unfortunately, we take the first loss of the season, and starting off horribly with a 5-0 loss. So once again, sorry Rewt, I wish it was a better battle. I am no longer on call for the next 5 or 6 matches or so. So like week 6 or 7, I think I'm going to be back on call, which hopefully nothing happens. But anyways, that's the life of having a life and trying to play competitive Pokemon. But anyways, thanks to Rewt. Next week, we are up against... I've already forgotten. I think it's Automatic. And I forget his team's name. But we'll see you next week with that. Peace.